Good evening, Contest of Champions. The regular season is over. The chips have fallen. Let's look at who is left standing. Anthony, how we feeling?
The chips have fallen. Kinda. We're still holding out hope. Just a little bit of hope.
So we'll
Playoffs.
Playoffs are here. The top 6 have been chosen.
Kinda.
As of now, David is the victor over Anthony, putting him in the 5 spot. Should any stat correction come through, that would change. But as of right now,
he is the winner. Listen, it's me and it's Dan, and those are the people who are hoping for it. Now, I will say the NFL has been on fire this season. Not a lot of corrections in these games, but we just need one. No stat correction since week 11. This would not be enough points. So yeah.
Anyway,
we'll see.
Your top 6: myself, Anthony, Kyle, Jeremy, David, and Travis. A pretty interesting bunch, considering Anthony is here, who largely doesn't necessarily make it. I think Kyle's not been. Yeah, Kyle's been kind of in the same boat. Jeremy, obviously.
And then honestly, the usual cast of characters. You, David, Travis, and Jeremy are.
There was a few seasons in the middle there where
I think we've had at least 3 out of those 4 in every playoff in this league's existence.
Travis and Jeremy, I feel like
I don't think either one of them has ever. Jeremy's never missed. I'm pretty confident in saying that.
Missed. Yeah.
I'd be pretty confident in saying Travis has maybe missed once, but he might have also never missed. And I feel like David is just like the perennial 5-6 seed. David's always 7 and 6.
David is always very middle of the pack, but he always sometimes he gets in, sometimes
he scores a lot of points. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like with him, probably 3 out of 4 every week.
But I think our last 2 years in particular was a lot of Bender Greg, and we're not getting any Bender.
That's true. Bender and Greg are both not here, so that's true.
But yeah, this is exciting, boys. As of right now, I was able to just narrowly take the 1 spot.
Not for long.
And I will be paying out myself for points 4. I think we all can agree on that.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get 60 points in a stat correction.
Seems unlikely. All right, let's jump into the matchups. Well, we're going to do these pretty quick because everybody kind of already knows what happened.
Yeah. Well.
Listen, David, pro move. Takes out his defense.
You say pro move, but now he is subject to a stat correction. The Green Bay Packers defense, who were on his roster, he scored 4 points. So he would be free and clear had he kept his defense in. Honestly, for David's own mental, I hope he doesn't get stat corrected. To live with that would be rough. Let's just say that.
Again, and I bring this up every time we talk about stat corrections. You're talking to somebody that was stat corrected out of the championship.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This would be similar. It would be. But were you stat corrected out of the championship and benched a Monday night defense with a lead? Like, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's an extra layer of mental trauma. Because I'm sure David went back and forth on, do I bench them? Do I start them?
Sure, I'm sure he probably conferred. He probably conferred with a few people. And was like, what's the right move? And they were like, yo, bench the defense. And that's what he did.
I left a lot of points on the bench.
Matt Gay.
Yeah.
What's up with that, man?
I don't know.
Just kickers, am I right?
Just having a fantastic middle of the season. 12, 10, 8, 10. I'd be happy with any one of these scores. I'd be happy with this score. No, not really, because...
Let's ban kickers,
Let's ban kickers. Get them out of my league.
Get them out.
I've never been against banning kickers. Nope. They don't need to be replaced. They could just be cut.
Replace them with something way more fun. All right, moving on. Both of you guys are going to the playoffs. Good luck.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel also starting a 0-point kicker. Daniel is down to drop kickers and replace them with the wide receiver 3s. I don't know if he could have done anything. I mean,
30?
Tua,
No, this is
Tua,
like 15.
but
Singletary, Tyreek,
it's
that's
Tyreek.
never
I mean,
happening. Yeah, Tyreek gets
Tyreek
hurt. The Tua
gets
Tyreek
hurt.
stack lets him down. Too many weeks. I'd love to do the math on how many
How many?
points this stack scored in
They
his
scored.
losses.
In the losses, yeah,
Yeah.
they
I,
scored 50 together last week. I did the
yeah,
math.
I would love to see the math of like in his losses, what was the total points scored by Tua and Tyreek? Because I'm sure it's like a direct correlation. But I mean, yeah, nothing Dan could have done. Dan is on team stat correction. If I stat correct David out and win, Dan will be in the playoffs, not David. Um, so we will see how it
Wow,
goes.
Lamar showed up. That's what we need.
Your boy
If
showed up.
Lamar
He
Lamar shows up,
secured
we
you
win.
top points. A fantastic effort from you. This really came out of nowhere too. I mean, Saquon really
Saquon's
showed
hot.
up. What else was it? You got 10
Yeah,
from your kicker.
Nico got injured. Sad about that.
But it was
Hopefully
really
he's all
like
right.
because this was a 4 o'clock. Was this a 4 o'clock game or a 1 o'clock game?
I think it was 4. No, it was 1 o'clock.
No, it was one, but it took forever.
Yeah, it went
Because
late.
there was a point, probably around like 2:30, I think, where me, you, and Jeremy were all projected to score like 100 or less points. And I was like, oh, the points is alive because like Andrew is like projected to score like 98 points or something like that. Like if me or Jeremy pop off, we can catch him. And you popped off and we didn't. So yeah, nobody caught you.
So what we're here for. So we're here for.
This guy
Good
won double
win.
most points. Hate that.
Yeah, one most points in Fever.
Hate that.
Woulda had the first spot in Fever too, but the other guy just scored just enough to win the match. Kyle gets a
Gets a
layup
freebie.
ski.
Yeah, I don't. Bender started a
Listen,
full starting roster. This is one of the best rosters Bender has started top to bottom the entire season. Looking at those running backs, and just got.
listen. I don't. Anthony and I aren't real. Well, I'm not. Anthony might be. We're not real big. I told you so, guys. But like, day one, we were pretty ragging on Bender's team, and everybody made fun of us. They were like, "Don't say that about Bender's team." I mean, I think the proof is in the pudding.
We knew.
I think the proof is in the pudding there.
We knew.
That's all I gotta say. Now, listen, did we have Greg and Dan and Craig at the top of that list?
I mean, Dan scored like third most points, so it's not crazy.
Dan did
I will say, Andrew, me and you loved our teams. Everybody else hated our teams. Nobody supported us except us. And fuck you guys.
But anyway, Kyle gets in. Of course.
Call gets in handedly.
I think he was pretty. I think he mentioned he was annoyed that he has 10.
He has 10 wins and he didn't catch
and
a
he's
bye.
not getting a bye.
Yeah,
which is pretty funny.
He is upset about it.
Score more points, nerd.
Yeah, I just.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Who else we got here?
Who's next? We got Nathan and Craig. Juice did everything he could. Just not enough. Not enough.
He's playing
juice in the squeeze.
Consolation position.
He was alive. Like there was a world where if David also lost and David shit the bed, he could have got in. But he needed Dan to win in that scenario. So there was like a very specific scenario where Dan wins, David and Travis lose, and he outscores David. Which after having 130 and David having 100, he's still 30 points down. Like he literally needed to score 175 points, but he was alive technically.
Yeah, his whole team did great. Whole starting roster really did solid. But yeah, just not enough to get into the playoffs this year, my friend. Craig, sir, love you. We'll see you next year.
See you next year. Travis, spot secured.
Listen, check out. No, okay.
All right, retrospect, it didn't matter. Yeah, I was also looking at it. In retrospect, it didn't matter that Greg griefed the league.
I was very disappointed when I saw that, and I saw it after the fact, and luckily it did not come into play. Otherwise, it would have been very unfortunate.
Yeah. For somebody to have gone in because somebody didn't start a running back. I'm sure Greg feels badly about it, but Greg, we'll make you feel worse about it. Don't worry. Start players who play football, guys. It's really important when playoffs are on the line.
And look at where Travis's points came from. All Debo and Jaden Reed and like
Hey,
a little
Bijan
Bijan.
Robinson scored 18 points, like 17 points. Like, don't
But
say.
yeah, but like you're gonna get 30 from Debo? Like
Look
my
at these
gosh.
guys. These guys.
Dude, that's crazy.
Crazy. You could have both these guys on your bench. You could start both these guys and still lose. It's crazy, man.
That's crazy. Travis, good win, buddy.
Good win.
You're in there.
You're in. You're in no matter what. You have 7 wins. It's just David and Dan that are now up to the stat correction gods. So
Sweating it out. Greg.
and either
Love
way,
you, buddy.
Travis is the 6. No, Travis becomes the 5 if David gets stat corrected out. So there is a little bit of seeding on the line. Yeah.
Looking forward for next year. Ah,
The boy
Evan,
wonder. The streak
boy
loses.
wonder. He falls, unfortunately.
Did he have the
And
points?
no, because he wasn't 7-7.
Yeah,
Would've
but would he
gone
have had the
Bach.
points anyway?
No.
Yes. No, he wouldn't
Thanks.
have. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have. He needed to
No.
catch. He needed Travis to lose. Again, everybody who needed to get in on points, like Juice and Evan, needed Travis to lose and Dan to win, because nobody was ever going to point break Dan. Or I guess he could have if he wins with like 125 points. That would have been a big enough swing, right? Yeah, because he was only
Yeah.
30 points back. So yeah, if he caught a dub here, just like 105, Evan would have found his way in the playoffs. If I also won my matchup, so not enough happened.
This is a big win for Jeremy, but at what cost? You know, he's coming in.
Limping.
Kyle's got a couple banged up guys. Limping in, but he's still in, and that's what
He's
matters.
alive. Listen, you take it to the dance. Take it to the dance.
That's right. Flip a coin. Any given week here.
Speaking of any given week, let's look at Jeremy's limping in team.
Speaking of,
are we still picking? I mean, we can, but I'm not. We don't have to
Yeah.
click pick up, right? Like it's not live anymore.
no, I was victorious.
Yeah, Andrew won picking, guys. For anybody who cares, which is no one.
I am the Nostradamus of the league.
He won by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Really?
That it came down to 1 point after all those
Really?
weeks.
Listen, we got a little reckless near the end to make it a little more interesting, and no more of that.
That's wild. If I just picked you to win, which I knew you would win, but I gamed it. I was like, Andrew's gonna pick himself, so I'm just gonna not pick him because I need to make up points. If I just picked you to win, I would have won. I would have tied.
Look at these matchups.
All right, let's see. What do we
Man,
got?
so
These
Jeremy's rolling into
these
the
are
playoffs
bad.
with Sam Howell's as quarterback. Just like flat out, Sam Howell's my quarterback.
Dude, I mean, this man throws 400 passes a game. Like, what's I got no problem with it.
Hey,
Look at this. This is rock solid.
Actually. I mean, this matchup.
I mean, even listen to it. He's got 2 gigabusts, right? I mean, this isn't a gigabust. This is a gigabust. He's got 2 bust weeks, and then every other week in the entire season. Look at how startable this guy is.
He's pretty hot. Yeah, no, he's pretty hot.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's almost like somebody saw that coming early on. Started him in a couple of these games, won some games with Sam Howell, quarterback.
I've heard you say that.
Yeah, I might have more quarterback points than anybody in the league this year.
All right, listen. I have made my pick.
I need to look. I don't know what's going on with these, so hold on. I need to click on these injuries. Heel did not participate in Tuesday's walkthrough. All right, now let me offer a scenario here, right? Justin Herbert is done for the season.
Yeah.
The Chargers are effectively done for the season.
Yep.
Keenan doesn't play because he's 33-ish years old.
I'm pretty sure he's not. I don't feel
he doesn't practice on
play.
Tuesday on a short week against the Raiders. So Jeremy starts. Oh, he starts Kenny Walker. That's fine. I mean, that's not a great matchup, but like that's as good as you're gonna get subbing in this situation. And he moves Ayuk up. So Ayuk goes up. He starts Kenny Walker. All right, that's a good replacement. Let's see. We got Cleveland. Wow, funnel. Look at this pickup.
Great pickup. Great pickup.
He did that. Wait, I didn't even look at that. Oh, I want to go back now, but I won't.
Don't go back. Don't do it.
You cost me. You grenaded me. You bastard.
David,
Wait, hold on. Now it matters because it's the number 1 seed. I need to look.
David, I mean, that was like a week. I gave him I dropped him a week ago, didn't I? Or was
No,
that this week.
You literally dropped him on like Wednesday or something. Yeah. You wavered him
Oh,
this
wow.
week, and David spent every dollar he had.
Yeah, 50.
Oh, did you not know this?
David.
David
I
spent
did not
every
know how much he
David
spent.
David had 75. I knew this. He used every single dollar. He was like, Tyler Lockett's my best option this week. He used
What a
every single
gamer,
dollar.
dude.
He picked up Tyler Lockett.
It's so funny because he could. I mean, listen. As far as you're concerned, he could
In
just played
retrospect, he
Odell.
would have just played Odell probably, or picked up
Yeah.
another random guy, and I probably
Yeah.
still lose. Okay, so you did not grenade me. I needed to know. I'm sorry. That was for me, guys.
Okay.
Let's see. These matchups are bad and good. There's a lot of mix here. Justin Fields in Cleveland. Brees Hall against Miami. The Miami defense. Sam Laporta against Denver. That's fucking terrifying. Tight ends against Vance Joseph defenses. This is really spooky. I think I'm picking the germ train. This guy's rolling, man. Can't pick against him here.
You're picking the germ.
Yeah, I just like Sam Howell's gonna throw the ball 400 times. CeeDee Lamb's gonna pop off against the terrible secondary of Buffalo. He slaps Kenneth Walker in, which is fine. And Brandon Ayuk's gonna score 50 this week. Like I just don't see the pathway for David to score like 120 points. Like I absolutely see the path. Oh, he's gonna start Brock Purdy.
Maybe.
That actually kind of changes my opinion a little bit.
I
I think
have
I'm still gonna take Jeremy, but
I have already selected David.
wow, this changes my opinion because I was looking at this as like the worst matchup on the board here, and like this is the best matchup, and he can cover Brandon Ayuk with this.
It's true.
Wow, I'm kind of flip flopping. Pickems don't matter anymore, so I don't
Do not
really have
matter.
to stand by one.
Pick whoever you want. Doesn't matter.
I
Listen,
hope
I'm
David
picking
wins.
David.
I don't want Jeremy to win. I'll say it.
I'm picking David, and David has lost our bet. I did finish with the better regular season. David, you owe me $50.
Wow, David sucks.
By the way.
Okay, let's go to the other matchup here.
Oh, the other matchup.
Who's Kyle gonna start quarterback?
Ain't no way. I already know who I'm picking. It's already locked in. I'm going Kyle. Done. Done over. Travis, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Let's see. Who's Kyle starting at quarterback this week? Gross. Equally gross. Equally gross. Unironically,
Flacco,
it's
baby.
Joe
It's
Flacco.
It's Flacco 100%.
Joe Flacco against Chicago.
Yeah, dude. That's a good matchup.
That's terrifying. Dude, it's Tommy DeVito. Give me the cutlets in the fantasy football playoffs. He'll probably start like Will Levis and get punished for it, knowing Kyle. But
I'm picking Kyle. Derrick Henry's playing Houston.
yeah, Kyle's matchups. I don't really have to. Kyle's matchups are so good. I barely have to look at Travis's. No, Travis has the Debo factor.
Dude, straight up, I don't even know who's on Travis's team.
Debo.
Travis's team
Debo
is besides the Robinson brothers. I don't know, like just a cobbled together squad.
Puka. Does he have anybody down here that's gonna come back? He probably starts Garrett. Actually, you don't even start Garrett. You just leave Garrett out there. Yo, if you're Travis, you go out there and you drop some fab on old Joey Flacco. Man, yeah, this is rough, Trav. I'm sorry, brother. I'm picking Kyle. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way it's 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them loses for sure, right? Just math. There's no way it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I play.
You play. That's right. You said David. I said Jeremy. That's right.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, in this version, if Kyle wins, I play Kyle. That's how it works. Like he's the high seed, right? It's reseeded. We did this.
Yeah, it's reseeded.
Okay. We don't have to look at that matchup anymore. So
should be.
I can.
Playoff
tiebreaker is higher seed wins.
I actually did not know that.
That's a crazy tiebreaker.
I actually did not.
That's the most. Imagine tying a playoff game and you're just like the 6th seed and you tie the 1 seed and you just lose. Probably for seeding, yes, by the way. You just lose because they. I mean, that makes sense, right? They had the better team. They won more games over the regular season.
But yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I have more points and more wins. I do not care.
That's true. Me too. Yeah, the only person that get broken by is you.
Fist fight me for anybody. All right?
I would love that tiebreaker, by the way, to be highest individual point scored player. Like, who had the best pop off. Oh, actually, the opposite. lowest individual point scored player gets a tiebreaker. They started a grenade and still tied you. They win.
That is so stupid.
All
Listen.
right, look, really quickly the consolation bracket.
Consolation bracket. Oh
Yeah. Hold
shit,
on.
give me Evan.
Yeah. Let me look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're confident nobody's picking Bender anywhere. Where's the schedule? I want to look at the.
Listen, I'm just letting you know. I've got
There
Dan
it is.
and Nathan in my lobby right now.
Yeah, Dan and Nathan are both on a bye. They have bye weeks in the consolation. We're gonna pick Evan. That guy's team is really good, and
Give me Evan, give me Craig, baby.
yeah, give me Craig. Give me Evan, give me Craig. Lanky
All
Bull.
right, boys. Beautiful, beautiful regular season. Thank you all. I can see you
Thank you for
next year.
coming to the COC rundown grinder that was the regular season. The doubters are in shambles. Later.